Welcome back to Meandering Ways. Yes, it is I, Sargon, Destroyer of Worlds, and we are here with your favorite beavers here. Yeah, the Folktail Beavers. And they're having a wonderful time. Yeah, last time we did come in, build up a brand new explosives area. You might know, a little cheeky. Yeah, I did fill these up for the thumbnail, but they're hard at work, and we are soon going to be full of explosives, which is going to be a great thing. Now we're going to be doing a few things. I don't know how much time we'll spend down here, but I probably should spend a little time because I did clear up all the trees. Hang on, folks. Making a liar of myself here. Let's clear all the trees, please. Thank you very much. All the trees, all the trees, all the trees. I am going to have to run a path over here to make sure they get all the trees. Yes, yes, all the trees. That'll just take a quick moment. One of the main things I want to deal with today is actually connecting this power to what in theory would be power if we weren't in a drought. Yeah, only 1 of 3 times that we have no power here. And so what that means is all of this doesn't really have good power connections. They are connected here. So these windmills are powering this. How are you doing? About a third of the power needs. And that doesn't help. These are the small windmills, not the big ones. And I want to clean up this area too because I eventually want to do a big project here, but we got to do things in phases. And so today's phase, clean this area up, connect power, and I'm also going to say, let's extend the power. Now, if we come around here, you can see I did set a bunch of explosives. Boom, 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 boom. So that is step there. Now, the other thing, I'm debating what I should do. I'm thinking we should probably just work on connecting the power. Ooh, which is actually another thing I'm going to have to do is connect the power as well. Ooh, where am I going to run that through? Well, through the train here, Captain Obvious. Thank you. I'm thinking if I was just to get jiggy with. Oh no, I can't. I was about to say if I just run it right here, but that would be bad because we've got water right here. Let's play it safe. And if we were to come down to here, this level here, I think would be good. So to make that easy for me, oh, that's good. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of a pain. So why don't I don't have ladders. That would be so nice. I could go get the mod, but we're not going to. Let's remove this. I think that's going to be an easy move on our part. And then I think the other thing, I want to come down. Oh, don't delete. Do not delete. 1, 2, 3 from here. So that is 3 from here. So if I do 3, 2, 1. That is not a 1. 1. There we go. And then I put a staircase in, and not a staircase, but a platform. Connect that up. Set this all to a priority. It's going to get built pretty quick. And then I can come down and just connect the power. And actually, most of that's going to get hidden behind the little chimney stack here, which is great. Now, the other thing is there's a lot to do up here. And I also want to connect from this side. So I think the easy play here is going to be... Actually, you know what the easy play is probably going to be? Is doing 2 things at once. Because, I've been called out for it. Everything's a priority. Nothing's a priority. But it's fine. But what isn't fine is the fact that Want to move some of the, we'll move, aka get rid of this. I'm going to keep the staircase up, and this is going to allow me to just start dynamiting the back row. I think that's the play. I do have a bunch of dynamite here and a bunch of eager beavers. Yes, the eager beavers are here with a bunch of explosives, which is great. What I should do though, can I empty this? Set that as a priority. How fast will these empty? Extremely fast. That's nice. Slow things down for a second. We're going to obtain and set this to dirt. Ooh. Oh, that's a problem. Do I have the dirt? Ooh. Oh, no, that's a problem. Well, I need to prioritize dirt over explosives. So we're going to pause all of these guys here. That's fine. So they can bum around and enjoy life. This is a problem. Now, I do want to rip a lot of this out, and I'm not ready to do it yet because I'm going to get all the dirt that I can, which is apparently none at the moment. So, but I think it would be handy dandy if possible. Oh, you know, some of this is possible. If I was to come in and try replacing, can they all be reached? That's a very good question. I don't think they can all be reached. But they can come in behind. So by that, I want to replace temporarily. And this is going to be a bit of a waste of goods. But I want power. I need the power. We need the power of dirt. That can come in. All of this can come in. So let's get these going. I am going to prioritize these. These are going to be the high priorities. These super high priorities. They should all be reachable at this point. Yeah, and we'll clean that up later. But for now, we're going to have to do that because I need dirt. Dirt is going to be a major bottleneck for my plans. It's going to be a little frustrating, but it's fine. What is definitely not a problem is the dynamite. Oh, but road access is going to be. Okay, so let's run that here. I am going to prioritize this as well. This will be a high priority. Of all the dirt, we'll prioritize this so that I can just keep banging down the explosives. And they'll do those because they can reach them. Yeah, big useful dirt pile here, aka there is none. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, well, that is happening, and I am prioritizing, ooh, this. We can go boom, boom, boom. Set my staircase, and I think hopefully I did this correctly, aka that I can come in. I should be able to. Yeah, I can. We're going to run a set of tunnels right through. I'm going to set all of this to 2 high priorities. Can you reach that? Not quite, and I need 1 more tunnel. There you go. We'll set that to 2 high priority. And that way we can start thinking about connecting power. So while we're working on connecting the power from these windmills over here to eventually over here, I do need to consider where my power is down here. So I have it on this side, and it's right here. And I am going to want to connect it. And I would like to hide that as much as I can for now. Although I am debating moving eventually these guys, I think over here. I think that makes the most sense. Or maybe even back here and tuck them in. I think that would look pretty darn good. But nonetheless, I need to get this power connected. So I need to get down, down, down. And this is underneath, as you can see. So I can easily, I can easily put, where we are, tunnels, come across here. Let's go one more. And at the same time, maybe I will dynamite that here as well. And then just bring that up. Very similar. If I come over here and go boop, and you can't see it, but you can see it here. So it's similar concept, but it's going to come all the way down to the bottom, I think. So that's going to take a moment to get done. They can't even reach that. That's going to be a fun. Oh, you know what? I'm actually a little. Hang on. I'm a little surprised that they're not doing the explosives thing, considering that's about one of the few things the builders can do. All right, is that what you're coming to do, boys? Did I call you out on the boom booms? Yeah. No, they're doing the dirt. Okay, that's fine. We will. Too high priority the boom booms. They're going to work on this. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get this connected without, being too much of a fuss. Well, we've made some progress. I've got one layer of boom boom's gone. Let's get another. Boom. Yeah, this is the way. It's just going to be quicker, easier. And I will set these to too high priority because then I can start building up. Now, speaking of building, I think I can come in here and I think this one will work. Yeah, and they'll connect. We'll come up. Ooh. Yeah, I need to do that one first. Yeah, this is where the beavers aren't necessarily the smartest of beavers. Odds of them getting stuck are high, so I'm not going to get rid of the staircase. But we're going to have to wait till morning. Gosh darn it. Well, we clip those off. A little nighttime. Boom booms. Got some boom booms here. Set these off. And that's as far as we can go. Dang it. Now what I can't show is over here. I think I've got the right height. Boom, boom. Yeah, that is where I have a tunnel set. So if I come up... Oh, I didn't do that one right, though. Oh, no, sirree, Bob, I did not. So I need to come in, set that, which means where I put these guys probably won't work. But hey-ho, we'll find out. Boom, boom. And by that, maybe. We're pretty close. I might be one off. And by that, boom. Oh no. Oh, I'm more off than I thought. That's a shame. That's a shame, because if I go set you off, and then go boom, and I have a feeling I got a trap. Oh no trap beaver notifications yet. Yeah, gosh darn it. Ooh, wait a minute. But if I use this as a turn instead, I think I'll be okay. I think you might be seeing what I'm laying down, which is, by the way, it is explosives. Okay, let's come back. Let's just have a little boo. Oh, the one I prioritized, they didn't do first. The bugger. The buggers. It was even the high priority one. Let's do that. Come in, set that as a too high. Dang it. Well, no beavers got stuck, but nonetheless, the buggers. Boom. Sometimes just get ahead of yourselves. So if this is gonna work, we'll find out here in a second. Boom. Yeah, it's gonna work. Perfect-ish. But that way, you'll see here in a second. Come down. Yes, nice. I have laid down a set of tunnels down here to here, which is going to allow me to do two things. Want to bring power out this way before I completely close it in. As you can see, I got the beavers hard at work there, which is nice. Let's come down. Let's see if I got myself stuck again. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Nice. All right, by the hair of our chinny chin chins. Okay, slow things down for a second. Which does make me want to at least kind of even things out. I'm going to put just a regular one there. In fact, I can now get rid of these stairs. I do not need them. And that platform can go. I will set one explosives here. And then I can put this back. Nice. While that's going on, great. Okay. Oh, ooh, good thing I noticed this. I didn't realize till now I am one layer of explosives off before I start building up that. So let's set that to a high priority. This to a high priority. Yeah. And of course that to high priority. And before you yell at me, this is just a regular priority. But I want these explosives laid, which will be quick because we've got a little storage house there. And this should be pretty quick. They don't take too many materials. But while that is going on, I come into power and start placing my gravity batteries. Now these are, take two spaces. Is that the, do I have that the right height? Yes, I do. So I can put that in there. And then I can build up on top, which shan't be a problem. Might as well just put in a platform, get rid of Mr. Path here, and then battery. So, yeah, very simplistic design here. So they can start building those as they please. The other thing then, what I can start doing as they please. Hopefully that's pretty quick. Oh, I gotta figure out where is this? 1, 2, 3 back from right here. 1, 2, 3. And this is the other spot I want to run power up. We can hide it, and this is how we're going to connect this with, well, this over here. Eventually, it'll just take a moment, but that's fine. So, beavers, you've got things to do. Let me point out, 4 large windmills built. Of course, there's no wind blowing. Thankfully, it's the evening shift. Nothing to worry about. The other thing is I have activated these 3 builders' huts. So the beavers that were kind of lollygagging up here, they can do a little bit of work. Progress is being made. We can set off some explosives because who doesn't like setting off explosives? As you can see here, we do have contact down here. We may or may not pay for that later. I think we'll be fine. But I've placed these guys here, and I prioritize these to get built. Oh, this is good news. We have all these gravity batteries built as well. I'm gonna set these off for a good reason. Boom, boom. I just wish there was a quicker way. No, yes, I should have a hotkey, but I prefer the good old-fashioned way. Set them off, away we go. And the reason why we're doing that is because I'm gonna have to come in here and oh no, don't do that. I gotta go one at a time. Just place these guys here. And if you recall this build over here, that's because, well, and if I did this right, place these guys here, do the exact same thing. Oh, looks like I am too low. Do not build, do not build. Keep your eye on the prize, Sargon. Okay, come up one. Once again, don't drag. There we go. And here as well. Ooh, which means I missed these guys as well. And I can fill those in. Now, if you recall, for nothing but aesthetics, I did put some safety flooring in here. That's my thought for that at least. And then I can place a bunch of large windmills. So when we're in the drought... Oh. What? Uh-oh. Where did I go wrong here? Oh, no. No. Oops. I thought... Oh, I have to skip one. Oh, no. Hang on. I mucked up. All right. It's a good thing we're not too far into this. So we will remove all of this, all of that, well, we can keep the first one. That's fine. Dang it. And I am just going to fill things in first and then come back with my explosives and do what I was trying to do here. It's just going to be easier on my brain. Not the beavers, but my brain. So let's fill me Krakens here. And same thing here. We'll fill you back in. Nice. And basically, how's this working? I have place one. And I got to skip to here. And then there's a space of 2. Okay, so some of this I can actually do like this, I think. Come in place. Right? Space 2. Place 2. Come in here. 1, 2. And I can place here. All right, let's do these. Hopefully this works. Fill that in. I will come back in with the dirt blocks here. Come in with vertical power shafts. Yeah, no, that's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So let's prioritize this, these guys here. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? Let's not prioritize these guys because I have a... Hang on. 1, 2... No, those have to get filled in, but that's fine. Oh, no, not doubles. Not doubles. Single dynamites. Okay, I think that is good, which means we'll fill this in, get all that going pretty quick. And that's being prioritized so that I can get them to come through and get all that in. So I can get some more power. We're going to put some windmills here and here. That is going to get filled in. So, but it's we can speed things up too. The dirt is a limiting factor. As you can see here, we still have them going, but well, we'll hop in, get to work. We'll see how well the power is doing. Yeah, we're doing fine. Double the power requirements. It's just going to take some time, and I am going to have to start thinking about filling this in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here first, and you will notice I've got all this placed, except one. I am going to put this one in here. I have started dynamiting down here. And I'll throw a triple just because. Thank goodness it doesn't actually damage things. And then what I can do is starting to fill this in. I might... Actually, you know what? I think I do want to step this down. And maybe this is where some of the buildings will go, my dirt excavators, otherwise known as. But I think what I'm going to do is have this come out. I need that path for now. To here. then I can bring this down by 2 for now, I think. I think that's, and maybe I'll have this. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. And to give myself a little bit of reprieve, I am going to come in. That's one thing I hate about the two terrain blocks. I got to go level by level now. There could be something I'm missing. But for now, that's fine. Actually, that's not even bad on itself. A little happy accent here. If I fill this in, that might be fine. I don't know where I'm going to put the dirt excavators. I think I want them here. But my priority for now is, as soon as I can get this going, go boom, and I am now down. Do need to get rid of this. Oh, actually, do need to get rid of that because that was one of these. And I need to get the power all the way up. There we go. I am going to prioritize it. And then the other thing I'm going to start prioritizing now, I'm going to actually disconnect this here and this. And I'm going to start building out this way. And same thing right along. Ooh, I'm going to have to come in through here too. We can build this up as well. We do need to get rid of that little pathy path. Hopefully no beaver gets harmed in the construction, aka trapped. This can come up. I said can come up. And what that means now... You know what? I am going to do a little turn here. Oh, it can be reached, can it? Oh, it can be reached. That's fine. It's actually fine, because that can reach here. I am going to turn it this way, though, at this point in time. We can run that down, let's say halfway. And I think you'll see why here in a second. So they can come around, start building this up. Ooh, and I nearly made a mistake. That is not that high. That is fine. And the same thing, while they're probably hurting for dirt, I can have them put in more gravity batteries. But I want to come in from this side as well. So with that, I am going to have to, well, one, continue bringing, maybe I should have run the power up here to matchy-match. Ooh, as opposed to right there. You know what? I think I'm going to. It's somewhat some symmetry. Not exactly, but let's come in. Get rid of that. Boom. Get rid of this. This can just, well, actually, we'll put you back. We'll run it here. I am now going to need to run dynamite. Okay, but the problem I now have, I kind of just wasted some time and energy. But I am going, oh, no. I got to get to the bottom. Once again, there's some pros and cons to all this. Well, in fact, I technically don't even need to fill that in. You know what? I will fill some of it in. There we go. Now, as you can see, we're getting near the top of this. And this actually does need to come up higher to here. Right there, here. This can come up to this height right here. And you notice it's the same height as this, which is great news for the beavers because they can just work. In fact, we're going to run pathing to make sure they can get it all. But they can't actually get here because this is all disconnected. So I'm going to remove that little bit of path, put a staircase, and run around and connect. Now that's going to give me two pieces of benefit here. Is the fact that that block is not in. But if I put a double platform, wrap it around this way, set this to a high priority, they'll be able to come around and start building this way, which is going to be great. So now all I got to do is dynamite this down, let the beavers build this, and we'll have connected power. We are just one day away from this drought being over, and that's a good thing. And not because this is not done and we're short on dirt and that's like not going to solve anything. Well, it somewhat will, because we are having intermittent power, because, well, the wind doth not always blow. So we'll get power here. Ooh, you know what I should do before I completely forget? Let's get the bad water pumps. They're not desperate. We'll get them ready to go. That is open. That is good. But what is not good is this. And we talked about this before. Fact is, there is no underground reservoir over here. You'll see here there is, but not here. So all of this does just die, which is pretty bad. So I am going to come in here and just work my way down. Now, how did I do this before? Is it just does that just go right down one and then underneath? It does. Okay, that makes it fairly easy. Now the good news is, if we come here, plenty of explosive, plenty, not plenty of planks, but we should have enough. So I am going to come in and, I'm going to dynamite down, I think right across from here. 1, 2, that makes sense. And I am just going to prioritize this because the wet season is soon to be upon us, and that's going to be a good thing. And I can actually get pine resin. Pine resin is going to be important because it's going to allow me to mine up here. And yeah, we're out of scrap. Ooh, are we really out of scrap? We are out of scrap, so that's important. Ooh, which means, we are having beaver problems. Okay, we will get this going. That's fine. Yeah, we're hurting. We're actually, how bad are we hurting? 7 injured beavers. But the other thing we can do, since we're hurting for beavers, let's come over here while the beavers work on their getting basically all of the dirt laid and things built. But we can come over here and set off all of this dynamite. There we go. Nice and clean. Which also allows me to come over here and realize, well, actually slow things down just a bit, is that I would like to get this area green as well. I could have sworn I was over here last time, but let's come in and we are going to expand things just a little. We're going to come out this way. Am I hard pressed to keep that? Well, let's see what this does. And we'll expand out that far. I will set these to a 2 high priority. And then I can start thinking about planting over here. Now the good news is we have plenty of aquatic crops. That is enough. And technically our log situation is pretty good. But it does die, right? Hang on. Are these actually going to die? They will live. They will live. These did not. These dried out. What trees do I have? Oh, yes. These should all be oaks, and these are all pines. So I do need chestnut trees. Yes. Okay. So that makes sense. But what's going to make more sense while we're over here is making sure that this does not happen again. So I do need to get down and just get underneath. How far do I want this to go? If I come out, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go any more than 7, we're having some flooding issues. So if I come out, say, to here, and I run it, what is that? 3, 6, 7. Come out 7. And I will make it that big. I think that will work quite well. I'll set that as a high priority. And I think if I come back down here, I'm going to make that a 2 high priority as well. So that way, you know, the wet season will be fine, but this shouldn't happen again. Now, while I'm over here, ooh, do I? No. I need to save the dirt. I want to get this done. This is a priority. Getting everything fully connected, top priority. So we're going to get that. I can see I did prioritize some of this because I want to get that done as well. So if we also set this as a priority, it's going to be helpful. And then I think the rest of this will just come in with a 2 high priority. No, oh, this is one thing. It's both a blessing and a curse going from on high. But I want this to be a 2 high priority. That, oh, you know what? It's all going to have to be pretty big priority. Because this is how we're connecting the power. All right, so we'll make that a 2 high priority. It's fine. And that one little guy, 2 high priority, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. That would be nice so we can get all of that going. Now, since we're over here, we're going to go boom, 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 and a boom. And basically complete what we were trying to do last time when we were over here. So I do need to put train block and a train block. I will set this to a high priority just so I can get at least this power fully operational. Get those gears in, and of course the safety floor just for shites and giggles. Not necessary. And 3 new large windmills, and of course we'll make sure we connect. Oh, we are missing some safety flooring here, here, and here. There we go. Lovely. So that's going to give us more power as well. Plenty of thing for these guys to build. Be happy days. Ooh. But you guys going to be happy? I am using a lot of... Yeah, let's get these guys going too. I'm using a lot of planks, and I'm really out of planks. And I think next time we might be getting to this. I think I've been saying that for a bit, but I do want to redesign this. I have a plan, but we're going to need, ooh, yeah, we're going to need dirt to finish this off, get this moved. And for now, we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed and, you know, be a little sad that I don't have enough workers. Okay, let's, while we wait for all the gravity batteries and windmills we built, see if we can expand this. Ooh, got, yeah, that's pretty darn good. But I just realized I missed you. We'll fix that. And not a total fan, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Ooh, hang on. Is it gonna be fine? Oh, not quite. You see this? That is frustrating. You know what though? I was also thinking of moving this over, which I don't know if I'm going to do today, but that might be what we need to do to center this a little more, get this a little more over. That might be, okay. Hang on, let's get this going. But while we're over here, we've got some things to do. Ooh, which I guess I could set these guys off. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that is three. We're fine. Okay, we're good. Got myself distracted, but we're fine. Now, over here, there are two sets of trees that I'm going to need. And that is the maples and the chestnuts. Pine, I don't really need the birch, but it's going to be the chestnuts and maples. How many people want to bet I'm going to muck that up? Trying to figure out what is... I think food is going to be the most important. So I am going to want to put, where are you? Chestnut trees. And I probably don't need as many as I think I need. Set that to a high priority. How far does that one go? That doesn't go as far as I would like. I wouldn't mind having it rotate here. So if I was to come in with the forester, and yeah, that's here, here. All right, we're gonna, what if I put it there? Here, here. All right, we're gonna put that there. This one, we'll leave for the moment while this gets built out. But I am gonna come, and where are you? Chestnuts. Roasting on an open fire. We will wrap all the way around. Now it's going to be interesting. And you know what? I might end up even making another change, because I probably don't need even that many trees. But we are the folktails, and that's going to be fine. But what I'm thinking is maybe I will leave this area a little more open. And I'm going to come around on this side. Yeah, maples. Got it. And if I was to come around and plant those... yeah, I'm going to... Hang on. I'm going to want to... I think I want to do a few things. I'm not exactly happy with the shape of all of this, so I'm going to come and lay some more explosives. Not that I need to expand the aquatic farming, but I'm not loving the shape. And then I think I'm going to do is run this along here. And it probably wouldn't be a bad... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I bet you don't, but I'm going to do it. Let's come in. Oh, this is not neat at all, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a couple things here. I am going to set off some explosives right there. And then I'm going to come in and tunnel. Yeah, we're going to tunnel. Do you need to tunnel there? No, but I'm going to. Same thing. So I want to come in right... I got to go down. No, that's perfect. That's going to be fine. Let's come in. And we're going to tunnel right through here. Be like, you don't need a tunnel there. We're going to. I think it's going to look nice once you see what I'm going to top it with. But before I forget, let's put a little pathy path there. And that way they don't have to go all the way around this way. They can go through here. And it's going to be lovely. A lovely little jaunt underground. So, beavers got some things to do. You know what would make beavers more helpful over here too? Is if I had a forester. Because this guy is barely reaching. Whew. Okay, good thing I caught that. So, Forester, where does this make sense? Huh. I can put it here, but what I think I'm gonna do is get a couple platforms. Could I fill that in? I could, but I want the water there. I think that's gonna look nice. And so then next to it, I am gonna need a tapper shack. Gonna set that back one. And we're gonna go with that. Now this, like I say, I might move this. It's very tempting. This guy, he can do his thing. But they've got some things to do. How are we doing over here? Actually, more importantly, let's go down. How are we doing here? We're doing pretty good. Oh, they can reach it all too. Lovely. That is great news. Loving it. Now, hopefully this means I will actually have pine resin, because we've had problems. We've certainly had problems. Well, you'll notice something a tad different, and the fact that I have bridges. And yeah, I don't know why I forget this little technique, but basically building these bridges allows the beavers to basically build underneath and, you know, build another bridge. And I just need to come back, and there's just one layer for them to build. And that is so much quicker, which is really nice. In fact, we got a beaver coming across, and we might see what happens when I go, poop. Oh, dang it. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was looking at this guy, not this guy. Yeah, we'll get this built up pretty darn quick. In fact, we will prioritize that because I do want to come in here and then do this here. And I come in, build this across. In fact, I could probably start trying to figure out where I can leave some holes like this. Because basically, what was it? It was 1, 2, hole. Build this. 1, 2, hole. 1, 2, hole. In which basically I probably shouldn't even be putting those there. Hey, gods, but he needs to pop out, which means I'm going to come in here, remove this, and remove this, because I do not need them there. But what I do need to do is come just one underneath, so I can put in the vertical power shaft, so we'll kind of leave that there. Same thing here, I can come in and put these here, and will you do it? And there, lovely. Yeah, I'm actually gonna build it, boom it, so the guys can pop out and save that beaver that somebody stranded. Okay, so while that is going on, let's have a quick boo. This is coming along quite well. I will set off these explosives. Boom, boom. I'll come in and expand this later. The chestnut trees are going quite well. In fact, they're all in. This I've deactivated. He's relocated, so I'm going to remove that there. And before I forget, hopefully this fully reaches. Oh, by the hair of our chinny chin chin, it does. I am going to put 2 gatherers. And I think in between that, behind it, they can get their own light. I'm going to put a shrub and then a little beaver statue in between. There we go. Get a little love. Get down tonight. Okay, that is good. So that they can build that. It's not in any sort of rush. See here, this forester is doing quite well. So it's just going to take some time. And yeah, we'll redo something with this area either next time or the time after. But what I want to do is start looking at relocating the dirt excavators. When I say relocate, I mean build new ones while those still operate. Because, yeah, we're going to need more dirt. Now, I had contemplated a few things, but I think the simplest thing is I'm probably going to put these up, I'm going to put these up on this level here. And which means I think this makes a lot of sense to build out, which means, you guessed it, more dirt, a lot more dirt. So in fact, probably the best way for me to handle this at this point, if I come in here and I'm just going to easily build this up. Now, I am going to stagger this. So I was going to put these over here, which is going to cause a problem because I do have power here. But for the here and now, I really want to leave this open. I don't want to crowd it. So, yeah, we're going to have a little more rework to do. But basically, I think up until maybe this point here, if I do this, we'll see what this, looks like. Okay, you are not behaving. There we go. There we go. And something to that effect. This I'm going to build out something like that, I think. And then maybe just bring that in a bit. And we'll play with what that will look like. Just to have an interesting shape at the same time. But I do want at least 4 of these. Yeah, I think 4. 4 is going to give us everything we're going to need. And that's going to fit quite well. Except for the fact that I don't have any power. Now, what I want to do is I do want to do a little quick test. I cannot remember for the life of me if these transfer power underneath. Hang on. If I was to come over here, where's my power running? It's connected on the side. Yes. Which also makes me think... Yeah, I think even here's what I'm thinking too. I believe that's a... What size is this? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it's a 5 by 6. So if I was to come in here, I am going to actually demolish these down right here. I think that's going to work. And then what I am going to do, yeah, this is going to be a bit of work. So I want to bring the power underneath, which I'm now debating even running the power. I have power right there. Yeah, that's probably going to be my easier access. I'm going to tap into this underneath. But I also want to hide the power at the same time. Well, let me get this laid in. And that's then going to allow me to come back in and notch some power in. But I think that's going to require 3. Because basically the power is going to go underneath. So if I go down 1, it's only going to be at this level. If I go down 2, it's right underneath. So maybe the double is fine. So if I double this, it's going to work out. It's got to work out. Because that's what I'm telling you what I'm doing. Egods! And then I don't mind having an exposed shaft. Who doesn't mind an exposed shaft? But I'm going to bring that down underneath. We'll plow right through here. Underneath. Tap in. And away we go. We've made ourselves back through to another wet cycle here, which is good. Well, we're not desperate. We're doing fine. Water's fine. Food's fine. Everything's fine. At least I'm pretty sure it's fine. Now, this is, ooh, not quite done. Ooh, missed one. Boom. Boom, chakalaka. Okay, let's put in our shaft, safety cover, reconnect the path. Lovely. Now this is coming along. Now you notice a lot of work going on here, mainly with explosives. So, whoa. Okay, whew. Okay, that clicked. That had my, pulled the trigger, pulled the pin, didn't. So we're gonna come in here. I've laid a bunch of explosives and a lot of conduit here. And I've also come over here. I'm not even sure. Oh, I can't even reach that. Dang it. Oh, that's going to be frustrating. Because I want to come here. We're going to remove this. Yeah, I can't get that way. So that's how far down this trench is to hide things. So yeah, you'll notice I've gotten rid of things like AKA gravity battery. I'm going to prioritize all of this because this side is now disconnecting. You can tell from this highlighted versus this side not connected. It will connect in theory as soon as, well, it's all going to get built. But with that, this should show both sides, yeah, but it's not connected yet. Things got to get built. So we will set that to a high priority, get that reconnected. Now that does mean I need to come over here and I'm just going to run the conduit through here. But I'm going to step away for a second and I'll do that and come back in a moment. But I'm going to build this up, set these explosives off now that I can safely. Boom, 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 boom. And run my conduit. Oh, I do want to run that down one deeper just to be consistent. Set that to a priority. Come back here. And I am going to prioritize this. Not that I think I needed to show it, but I thought I needed to connect basically from the side with this. And I still might, but I think we're going to be okay. Because if I come in here with our dirt excavator, you'll see the entire conduit light up. And this is green. So I think that means it's going to be connected. So same thing here, same thing here. And I think that's going to look pretty darn good. And I'm probably going to come back and make a bit of a tweak. But with this ledge here, but we'll do that later. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this now. I am going to build out, show some of this. I am going to put some dirt in front. And then I'm going to dress up the sides. Now, this is an industrial area, so as tempting as it is to take care of all their needs, but I am going to put, I think, a couple of safety lights. So like a shrub would be nice to soften things, but I don't think that's the correct look. Same thing with hedges, would love to. Maybe we'll put a community bulletin up here. But I think instead, we're going to give a little rest area. Monuments, way too big for those. I think there is something else that we can put in here. You know what? These guys do need up here. They will have the ability, if injured, to get a little healing on. Yeah, that's going to be the look for now. I might come back and tweak it, but we'll get this built up. I'm going to get this conduit connected, and then we'll have a look to see how things are done before we wrap up today. Well. Digger. digger would be more appropriate. We have moved and built 4 of these now. They're not fully staffed, although, just made a liar. They've all, well, see, not fully staffed. Woo! Almost made a liar. I think this is looking pretty good. Now, we have more work to do down here. That's not a today thing. I do need to figure out the storage, which I am leaning towards going down in a area down here. I should point out I did build these wood workshops instead of the, I guess it's not the paper mill. What the heck was here due to the printing presses, which we're going to have to figure out this area a little better. I could see some of this production moving over here, but I needed these wood workshops because these required, I think it was 100. Hang on, how much? They were big and expensive and very hungry. Let's see here. Yeah, 100 treater planks. That took a minute to do. Now, what's not going to take a minute is we're going to come over here. I've paused these. We are going to delete these. Let's go. Gone. They can pick up all the trash here. That's fine. We'll leave this for now. This is not going to remain like this, but that's a next time thing. Now we've got plenty of dirt, but I don't want to fill this in until I kind of map things out a little more. But my plan is hopefully next time we can actually clean this up and start setting ourselves up for a new build. But the number of beavers we have might be a small limiting factor. But the good news is we are doing better. I have all these chestnut trees, which hopefully, let's see here. No chestnuts as of yet. I guess we still have another 4 or 5 days before they are harvestable, but that's fine. Got a bunch of maple trees here. Once again, they'll take a while before I can get some maple syrup, but I do have a tapper shack here, which is fine. I probably don't even need these guys at the moment. I'm going to risk it. By these guys, I mean the foresters. So unless I hit a massive drought in this area, which I think I'll be fine because this is going to keep things irrigated, which is good. Now the last thing I want to do, hopefully this is, oh yeah, they've made their way through. Perfect. I'm going to come in. I'm going to connect the path. And what I wanted to do, this is the cheeky, it's not a cheeky little thing. I just want to put like a little roof. I think that's going to look pretty darn nice. So that is good. And you know what? Let's do one thing. I'm going to come into the developer controls and let me just see where I can find it, because this doth bother me a lot in the sense of I can't build a staircase. Oh, I just need to come in here, I think. Is that where it is? Where is... Let me look. Okay, here we go. It's under the map editor. I really want to put a slope stairs in. I'm probably going to do that in various spots, and we can get out of this. I really wish this was part of the game where I didn't have to come in and do this, because I can do everything else with terrain except that. So, but, you know, maybe in some future update. But for now, I think we're doing really good. We've connected the power, even though we're in a drought. You notice how, like, we're not even, like, there's no wind blowing. Oh, actually, there we go. Wind is blowing. Ha ha! After movement. So we're slowly decreasing, but we have plenty of gravity batteries, plenty of wind power, and of course, when it's not a drought, we have plenty of water wheels here. So, but with that, I think it's a good time to leave it for today. So we're just going to come in and admire our work here. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.